Hello everybody.
Sorry that
We're not uploading for a while, and today we have a special video about a military leader named Genghis Khan. He was one of the most special people in history, and this is the story of his life, episode 1. Alright, let me start first. Temujin the child. So, Temujin's story starts with his mother, Olun, and she lived in the plains of Mongolia. Of course, she had her own tribe with her family, and she was going to get married off to someone in a different tribe. When she headed to that tribe, they started to get married and have the celebration. Then she left with her partner. But then a man named Yesugei, who was too poor to secure a marriage with Olun, decided to kidnap her, since that was one of the most common ways to obtain a wife on the steppe. So Yesugei took Olun, leaving her husband. So Olun was took by Yesugei, and some people say that she gave away a piece of clothing to her husband before she was gonna leave, and she told her husband to leave without her so that Yesugei would be more focused with Olun. Anyways, let's continue. So Yesugei had his own family already, and he already had his own wife and a bunch of kids, so he was getting another one, who was Olun. And then, after maybe a few months, Olun was able to give birth to our main character, aka Temujin. And they say that he had a blood clot on his hand, I think, when he was born, and that was they said it was a sign of someone who will become a strong fighter in the future. Okay. So Temujin grew up with his mother and father and lived a normal life, like how a normal Mongolian family would in their tribe. So basically, Yesugei owned his own tribe, and yes, Olun and Temujin were a part of it. One day, Temujin turned 8, and that was the age that it would be perfect to secure a marriage with someone. So Temujin and his father Yesugei went around the Mongolia, like on the steppes, to find someone perfect for for Temujin, sorry. And Temujin and his father Yesugei found a little tribe that helped them just eat while they were traveling. And Temujin met a girl named Borte, and it was decided that Borte would be betrothed to Temujin. And yes, now Temujin had to work for the family, and just work for them until he's finally old enough to get married to Borte. So that Temujin stayed at their tribe, while Yesugei, his father, was gonna go back to his own tribe with his wife and other kids. Yes. So here is the very sad but a little interesting part. So while Yesugei was going to his tribe, he noticed that there were some Tartar men that were celebrating a feast together for a celebration. I'm not sure. Yes, but I'm pretty sure that had happened. And so Yesugei decided to come and join them in their feast, because why not? He decided to. And so one of the Tartar men realized that Yesugei was the one who killed their comrade Temujin, the person that Temujin was named after. So that Tartar man decided to decided to poison Yasuge for what he has done to them. So yes, he just wanted to get revenge, and so Yasuge had died, and his horse carried him to the camp, and Olun, Temujin's mother, had noticed what had happened, and so Olun knew that Yasuge would not survive that long. So Temujin was sent back to take the place of his father. What I mean by that, become the next Khan of his tribe. And a Khan means like a leader of the tribe, like that. He owns the tribe now, not his father, and it's passed down to Temujin already. And so Temujin was going to become the Khan, but then when Temujin came back, they realized another warrior had took up the role as Khan and left Olun, her children, and Temujin. Now they had no one to provide for the family, who was Yasuge. Now they had to live by their own. And so most of the children of Olun would already give up and think they will not survive this, because winter was already in Mongolia, and that means they would be so cold, and without the support of their tribe, then maybe they'll not survive it. But Olun proved them wrong and showed how strong she could be. She gathered up as much food as she can, and she made her sons hunt in the woods. They made some interesting tools that were able to help them. And yeah. So Temujin was amazingly happy about this. And so they had survived the winter without anyone. Okay. So one day, when Temujin was hunting with his younger brother, he saw his older brother steal a fish he had caught, a bird he had catched, so many things he had hunted for, and he just took it all away. Temujin was enraged and very mad at his brother. So he and his younger brother teamed up together and killed their older brother by shooting him at the chest, back, not sure, but they had really shot him. And so Olun had figured out about this just by looking at their faces and sent Temujin away. Luckily, the conditions that time wasn't that hard to survive, and so Temujin was gonna be just fine. So he got captured by a tribe, I think the Temujin, I think. Am I right?
A clan that abandoned them.
Yeah, I know, that's the name of their tribe now. So the Temujin, coincidentally, was the tribe that abandoned them before the one that just left him. They had captured Temujin and made him like a slave of their tribe. He would be forced to do some stuff, and you know. And one day when the people of the tribe were drunk, but when they were celebrating a feast, Temujin, who was put under the watch of a small young boy, he just knocked him with his like plank and escaped. Temujin maybe hid in a bush and waited for the people of the tribe to catch and leave. So when they figured out he was gone, they all mounted their horses and rode to get Temujin. Temujin escaped, but he realized he still had like chains on him, so he went to a nearby family of a different tribe, I think, and they helped him. And Temujin was nice and grateful to them, but he had to go. He realized he hadn't seen his wife in seven years, I think. Yeah, maybe. I think it's close to the right amount of years. So Temujin hasn't seen his wife, aka Borte, in a long time. So he decided to go and see Borte again. Borte was nearby, like maybe a few miles away or something. So Temujin had found Borte. He asked if he could still marry Borte. He said yes, even though he knew about Temujin's troubles and stuff. He still decided to let him marry Borte, and so they were already married. And Temujin already had Borte now.
Oh, that's the end of the story.
Wait,
It
not
is?
yet. It's not. Oh wait, we forgot the. Let's just continue. I know where. I know that's what I'm gonna do, and I am going to tell you. I know when to stop. Don't worry. So Borte was going to give Temujin a piece of cloth. It's kind of like a gift for their husbands. It's actually for their father. Okay, so basically, the man marries the woman, so the woman will make the present for the man's father. But since Temujin's father is already dead, he found another way how to use the cloth.
An old ally of his father.
Yeah, an old ally of his father. Ally means like they're like together, they're friends together. Their tribes are friends, like that, kind of like that. So an old ally of his father, Yasuge, he had an ally named Angkan. And so Angkan was one of the most powerful people in the steppe. So Temujin gave the cloak to Angkan, and Angkan remembered. Angkan noticed Temujin and decided to form a nice alliance with him. And so, yes.
He offered to make.
Oh yeah, he gave an offer to Temujin to have his own like military thing. He had his own soldiers and stuff. But Temujin declined. And Angkan promised to protect Temujin and his family. By the way, I forgot to mention, I'm so sorry, about his friend named Jamuka. They swore to be blood brothers at the very start when Temujin was struggling. What's his name again? Jamuka, sorry. Jamuka had his tribe sometimes camping near Temujin, and so they became best friends. They traded each other's stuff, and they are now friends. And so, by the way, Temujin had became a bit strong in the steppe, so he decided to get revenge on the Tartars. And remember about Jamuka, Jamuka and Temujin are nice and good friends. So just remember that. Sorry for not mentioning. I forgot. Anyways, Temujin. Sorry, I'm mixing up names. Need to slow down. Temujin wanted to get revenge on the Tartars for poisoning his father. So obviously, now that he was strong enough, he was good. He fought the Tartars with Temujin. He captured the Tartars with Jamuka, and now they were all good together now. Yeah. So, and a little thing that happened, Angkan also joined too. I think yes. And then suddenly a rift between Jamuka and Temujin started. It was because they were late. They were late in battle. And this is my version of part 1. I am now done.
You included some stuff in part 2.
Hey, no, your turn to say part 1. Your turn.
Oh. A man.
You can go. It's okay. Just say anything in your mind that you remember. Literally. It's okay.
A man was searching for a wife in Mongolia, and he found one. The decided to kidnap her instead. And the couple knew it. The couple knew it was a short time to leave. So Balloon got off the horse and took a piece of clothing and gave it to him. And then she faced Yasuge, the kidnapper of Balloon. Yasuge put Balloon in his place, and with more children and another wife there too. And then Haru gave birth to her first son, Temujin. After a respected warrior that Yasuge once killed before, Temujin was not really special because he's really scared of almost everything. And
That's good. It's okay. And with his father,
yeah, when Temujin turned 8, the earliest age where it was possible to find a woman for Temujin, Balloon asked they must find a woman from her tribe so that he would know most of his extended family. When they were ready to Balloon's tribe, they went to a small yurt to eat and rest. Family hosting them had a young daughter named Borte. The children played and the family were allies now. How do I talk to this? And Temujin worked for them for several years, and then they got married. So they rode out, and Temujin's father was leaving, but when he was about to leave, he saw some Tartar men celebrating a feast. One of the men saw Yasuge, recognized Yasuge as the person who killed their friend Temujin. The another Temujin, he was named after that.
continue.
He was named after that. And the poison and the men his camp. Borte saw this, Harun saw this, and he told a messenger to summon Temujin, but it was too late. When Temujin returned, his father had died. Without, and the other people of the tribe abandoned them, leaving. So Harun went to a horse and mile after mile followed them, holding his husband's horse and spear banner to remind them of the storm received them. After being tired of following them too much, they went back to their camp, and Harun kept on hunting for food, and she fed everyone. And they were supposed to help for themselves. And the wives of the men were supposed to give a gift to their fathers, but Temujin's father was dead, so Temujin had a special way to use the coat. He approached an old ally of his father, Khan. Khan Yasuge fought on Khan's side long ago. Temujin gave the coat to Khan, and Khan was recognizing him as his son. He accepted the coat, and Khan wanted to make him a spectator to the people who were working for him.
Start episode.
The Tartars, the revenge, then the Tartars keep.
The Tartars wanted to get revenge on them.
No, Temujin wanted to get revenge on the Tartars for poisoning his father Yasuge.
Okay. Temujin wanted to attack the Tartars for poisoning his father. And when he went out, he was captured by the very clan that abandoned him years before.
Oh wait, no, he attacked the Tartars with Khan and Jamuka.
The Tartars with Jamuka and Khan won.
What?
Temujin won.
And this is part 1, Cake. Alright, we're done. I'll continue it for her. So when they defeated the Tartars with Khan and Jamuka, it started a rift between them. Basically, they're gonna be like kind of like rivals now. And yes, that's what happened. And this is part 1. And I like Temujin as the main character. And a little thing to tell you about it. It's not really a spoiler, but if you surrender to Temujin and be loyal to him, then there are so many good things that will happen to you.
Jamaka, instead, he thinks that the sons of him should be the next Khan, but Temujin believed in this method. If his servants were hardworking and loyal to him, he would make them the next Khan, not just his sons.
Oh, that's one of the things. Yeah, that's actually true. I'll tell you a little more facts about Temujin. He became super successful in the future. That was actually a very good thing. And you would not believe, he may sound a little decent by now, just a normal warrior and stuff, but no, he is going to turn amazing
His
in
new
the
name will be
New
Genghis
Year's.
Khan.
Yeah, that's
Well, his name right now is Temujin.
yeah, his real name is Temujin, but Genghis Khan is a title he wants to claim, and Jamuka claimed another title, but I kind of forgot what it is called.
Universal ruler.
Yeah, that's the meaning of it, but that's not the name. But yes, yeah, that's one fact I know about Genghis. And yes, our toys here.
Well, they're not like those cringe sounds.
Alright, keep talking about Genghis.
What part was I?
Just facts about him.
Oh, facts about him? Well, if you didn't know that his real name was Temujin, not Genghis Khan. He just chose that title for himself. And what I told you about, yeah.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed, everybody. Literally, I really do. And thank you. And I hope you enjoyed the story about Genghis Khan. I appreciate it. Kai does too. Alright. And
We're gonna do part 2 later.
we're gonna do
Chicky
part 2
wants you
soon.
to subscribe.
Goodbye.